Hello. Good morning and welcome back. Good to see you all here for more Nightingale on the channel and our first video look at the newest update known as Realms Rebuilt. Now, in a previous live stream, we took a look at the intro to this game, which is much different than it was before. And now today I'm going to show you a little bit about base building and house building, which is something I really, truly enjoy. Well, thanks again to the folks over at Nightingale for sponsoring today's video. If you'd like to learn more about this game and or get it for yourself, links are all down below in the description. Now, previously we've built bases in this game and I showed you exactly how it's done, and this is no exception, but also an expansion upon what was already a pretty good system that now allows us to build bigger and better bases with much more space and, of course, a lot more different materials and new things to build with in terms of style. Now, I've spent a few hours in our previous live stream that I kind of did in between our very first live stream, gathering materials and, gathering everything from plant fibers to logs, obviously, and also a lot of sticks and stones in order to build a very cool looking base. Now, what you're seeing here in this kind of weird purpley blue color is a blueprint in which our companion here, Joe, by the name of Joe Mama, yeah, thanks to Joe Mama for joining us. Yeah, we could actually assign our companion to protect us or cut down trees or even help to build the base. And I've opted for the whole security thing for now, and I'm going to build the base myself. But it is a beautiful game, as it always was, and it is gorgeous to see a sunrise here. And I've tried to build the base to take advantage of some local lakes and also some beautiful waterfalls. Now, fishing is the thing in the game. I actually have a fishing pole with me, and we'll take a look at that in a little bit. You can build a little dock and go out there and fish, and that'll be another great food source for us. But there's also deer nearby and some wolves and other things that may attack us. Now, we're in an area right now that is kind of the just after the tutorial, but yet still kind of in the tutorial area, a realm in which we can return to at any time, known as our respite. So if things get hairy in some other areas, then we can always teleport back here to our base, to where there's an area known as the Crossways up to our northwest. Now, that area allows us to go to all the different biomes and other realms in the game to gather other materials, and we can bring those things back here in order to expand our base or build bases in other places and do quests and all sorts of things. It's quite a large game. There's much more to do than I was expecting in terms of combat and helping people out with quests and whatnot. So taking a look at the backside of the base, it looks pretty nice actually. You can see it up there on the hill, our cairn there, which kind of marks our territory, and the beautiful waterfalls, one of which is here just leading out of the lake, and then the other one that goes down after that out to the sea. So you can actually see that we're somewhat between two lakes here. Our house is kind of built closer to the big lake up there, but there's also another one to the south that has a waterfall that leads out to what I'm just going to call the ocean. So pretty cool. Very picturesque, very beautiful, many different biomes to build in. This is just one of many, and we have many different art styles too. Or material styles. Now, this is a very basic material, just crude stone and wood, and it doesn't look that bad. We can rip this all apart and then build into a style known as Tudor, and we can also add more upon that. So right now, we've unlocked that, but we'll need some more materials. We need, it looks to be here, bricks and lumber. Now, already I'm starting to make bricks, but lumber, I mean, but bricks we're going to have to get by acquiring a crafting material. I could only imagine clay, and then we'll have to smelt that somehow. And then there's a tier 3 material known as the shack foundation. So the Tudor material looks really beautiful. Think of like medieval homes, as you may have seen them in other games like Manor Lords, or really just any like Kingdom Come Deliverance, any other art style from medieval times as well. Very beautiful looking stuff. But yeah, we can build with both wood and stone. And it looks like we're getting a little hungry. Joe, about time we take a lunch? All right, let's do it. Grab some food here. Just got it on my hot bar. Now, the intro to this game is really phenomenal. It is expanded upon what it used to be, where they'd kind of drop you into this area and expect you to explore all the little points of interest in the game. But now it's a much more intricate and more involved tutorial that teaches you all the things that you can do in the game and like gives you a bunch of free equipment. So you can go around and find rock climbing equipment and pickaxes and axes, and then start building your base. And there's much more to do. Some of these things here you see we've completed, and some of which we've not. So even though we're in the tutorial area or the safety of our own quote-unquote home, it's still a little bit dangerous out there. Now, I have I don't know, a problem. I want to try to make the front of this base look a little nicer, a little different, and I'm not entirely happy with this. So I want to know down below in the comments section from all of you what we should do here to try to make the house look nicer. Now, a good thing here is that we can pretty much at any time take apart not only the base, but also delete blueprints too. So what I really like is that we can blueprint it and see it before we build it, and if we're not really feeling it, then we can take it all down and do something different. So I'm trying to build what would be like a kind of a greenhouse here, or like a sunroom. So we're going to go ahead and expand upon that. And I'm actually going to knock out this wall here. Now I want to show you inside my base first before we do that. First of all, though, these windows are outstanding. These little hobbit windows, these circular windows, are beautiful. This is probably my favorite thing to build in the game, and it's hard to, well, resist actually building that. Out here I have a little bit of a storage room too. And inside I've built two, well, at least blueprinted two little shelves, which I'll use for external storage, kind of on the outside of the house. I built it under a stairwell where I thought there was ample space, and I didn't want to waste any, so I tried to use that. Here's a little back entrance that Joe is using, but I'm going to show you the main entrance. I love this, though. Walking down these corridors like this makes me want to build like a monastery or an abbey. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. Let's jump into the main entrance, though. And as we come in here, you can see that there's a nice little hallway there with the window lighting everything up. We can see the stairs that go upstairs in that storage room I just showed you just moments ago. But over here is where we have all of our workbenches and such. So some are still being built. We have to gather materials like gems or some more stone blocks and ore in order to build our smelter. And in this game, all of the benches work together. So here we have our nice little simple cooking station, and this gives a buff of warmth, and so that can be applied to the simple textile station or the simple workbench or even the tanning bench. Everything can all be interconnected. So building one giant room with stuff in it is really cool, but I didn't want to just do that. I wanted to separate things a little bit, even though it does give us a bonus. It's mostly towards the time it takes to construct things, like for example here with the lumber at the simple saw table, which we'll need to build some more of those things out there. So if we can, I think we'll add a few more things to this. And now you can see we can make up to 30 different things of lumber. So I think I'm going to cut that down. Maybe I think we could type in a number. Let's try maybe 10. Actually 12. Let's do 12. And we'll craft that. And we'll let that do its thing. So it's going to take about 4 minutes. We'll come back and check on that. And over here I built myself a storage room. Really cool. Now another thing that I really like about this game is that the darker blueprint is a blueprint that hasn't been started. This pink one is one that we've kind of gathered a few materials for. So you can see here that this basket there has no materials in it at all. This other one has 2 out of 10. And then of course we can auto add resources to it if we have that, to which we do, and so we can continue to fill in those boxes. Now I'm going to have to come up with some sort of a sorting system here, maybe like construction materials on the left, food and some sort of a crafting items that we could eat, or like potions in the middle, and then maybe like tools and other things on the right side, like ammunition, that kind of a thing. But plenty of storage can be built inside this game. And another great thing too is that we can also build ourselves some shelving units. So if we click off to that, you can see all the lighting too that we had. There's a rustic lamp, chandeliers, there's even a railway inspector's lamp. Keep in mind this is taking place in the Victorian era, and kind of gives you things from like the I don't know, just around the 1800s and the age of like steam. Now another cool thing is that the game will automatically give us different types of like shelving units here. I think it'll kind of work a little bit, maybe not. You can kind of see it makes these different size shelves, but we can put a giant shelf here and put more candles on it, or use it for storage or decoration. And even though it says decorative shelf, we can obviously put a bunch of bags or something up here like we had in that other room, so we could add even more storage here without even touching the floor. So if we wanted to, we could build like a crafting bench here, and then a bunch of crafting materials above that, which would be cool. Also love how the crude walls look. You can see right through them, and as the daylight goes, you could actually see sunbeams coming through. Looks really, really beautiful. And then boom, right back outside to that little area that I showed you before. Now we're gonna go upstairs, and I did try to aim to make this a little bit more congested, a little more cramped, and it didn't really turn out that bad. Actually, it's not even that cramped. We're gonna go upstairs though, where the stairwells are huge. They take up an entire area here, like a whole square, and up to the second floor to where we have kind of an entryway to the bedroom. A lot more area here for storage and whatever else. Maybe defense. If we get attacked, we can fire out these windows with bow and arrow or a little slingshot type thing. Very cool. And here's where the magic happens, the bedroom, yeah. Now, what's really nice is that I put in these decorative load-bearing pillars, and the roof was I was able to put this roof in incredibly easy. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Like, literally, one of the hardest things for me to do in these games, usually by limitations of the parts that we're given, is to build roofs. But here, we were able to very quickly build, like, end caps and then connection pieces and build a roof. I mean, I couldn't express how happy I was for that to be put together so quickly. I mean, it was just a matter of seconds, and there was no frustration. Didn't have to, like, delete things or really modify my house design to make it to fit. So I'm really happy for that, and can't wait to see what else I could build here. Maybe make some more rooms, cordon this off a little bit, and make it a more cramped space with different purposes. Maybe put Joe Mama in here, and maybe over there I'll build my room. We'll each have separate rooms or something, with this area being for more storage. And maybe we could put our there's a sewing crafting table and some other stuff that we could do for for any sort of fabrics. So pretty cool. All right, it is time to fix our little design here. I want to try to make a sunroom. Boom. For making... Uh-oh, what happened here? Wait a minute. I knocked out a cobblestone wall. Where did that wood come from? Ah, yes. There's load bearing in the game too, which is really neat. And look at that, Joe Mama picking up all that stuff. Very nice. Thank you. Yeah, so if you knock out the supporting area of something below, it will knock it out. Now check this out. These here are actually known as double archways. So I was able to build a wall by building something below here. And so putting that down helps to support this. So only if I delete this will this thing be destroyed. But outside, the wall that I just destroyed, yeah, collapsed the wall above. So we'll have to figure out something to do in order to make that sunroom look nice. So let's figure it out, shall we? So one of the things that I want to do, and I don't know how I can do it, we're going to try. It might not turn out well, but we're going to see, is we're going to try to make a planter box. Now, what's interesting about the planter boxes in this game, well, it would be a good source of food for us, for me and my companion here, to be able to make maybe medicines and obviously just basic food. But you can see here that this is now sheltered. It's protected from the elements. Now, these are plants. Plants should be outside. They want, they want the beautiful sun, they want rain, and they want maybe bugs to come and visit so they can pollinate or whatnot. So, but the game's really asking you to keep that inside. So I'm not exactly sure what we would be making, but I do want to show you this, which is the whole sheltered, warm, and well-lit bonuses. So this is probably the best bet for this building, or for this little, I was going to say station at the moment. And yeah, it truly seems like it would benefit from being in here, but there's really not a lot of room. We could put it maybe under there. The game even lets us put it like halfway in between, like that, and halfway outside, which kind of looks nice, but it might look weird when we plant plants in there. And I don't know. It is nice though that we kind of have the option to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and reclaim that and try to do something outside. Now, there's no terraforming in the game, at least at the moment, and so we'll have to make do with what's going on here. So what we might be able to do is try to build a wall here. Maybe we can do an archway, something like that, right here. And then what we could try to do after that is just add some more of these little, it's called the hub lot window. So we're going to go ahead and try to make a square of those to let all the light in, but to protect the structure, or I guess the station, from, rain, things you don't want hitting a plant, obviously. So to make sure this is facing the right direction, I'm going to jump back upstairs. And another weird choice, there's no animation on the doors. I kind of like that for whatever reason. It reminds me of like a Windows 95 game of opening or closing a door based on like, selecting like use or something like that, or open, and then the door is just open. I don't know. It's just a weird thing, and I like it. All right, that's what I was looking for, is to make sure all the beams on the floor are facing the same direction. And what we could do in addition to that is, since we're adding a little extra floor space here, we could add something out here like a balcony to stand out on. Maybe it'll look good, maybe not. I don't know. We could definitely test it, though. And we could also blueprint it. And I think more games should have a blueprint mode like that. maybe not ones that are more focused on survival. Although this is a survival game, I feel like we're building a wonderful home and not just like a shelter to try to survive. So let's try to maybe make a, there we go, a crude railing to go around it. And then, with that wall that was destroyed, we can replace that with a crude shack door frame, or maybe this, the crude slatted door frame, maybe something a little different there. Oh, it really lets the light in, doesn't it? Not really any sort of protection from the elements, that one. But that would be a nice door for maybe interior, for ventilation, something like that. Maybe a storeroom. Let's go back to our other door, our crude shack door frame. And then we can also put a door here too. And of course it tells you everything that's required for that. Now another great thing is if you hold E and go up, or actually even before you do that, it shows you everything that is required to finish building this. So it'll tell you if you have enough of something or not enough of something. And very important that you're inside too, by the way. Is it starting to rain? Oh, it is. Now in this game, if we're outside in the rain, it'll debuff our stamina and some other things too. So that's why we have the umbrella with us. It's kind of a thing in the game to, you know, be able to float. You know, you can kind of Mary Poppins your way around a little bit. You know, use it as a glider. Or you can protect yourself from the rain with that, which will hurt your stamina and other things like that. So definitely a smart idea to bring that. Now we could put another roof over the top of that. We could put a flat roof or maybe an awning. This is an awning here that we could put down on that same block. It doesn't take up the whole space, but it does have a nice little slope to it. So maybe we could put that there. That building's about to look real nice. Let's actually put that little station down and see what we think about it. So this is the planter. And we might be able to get away with putting 4 in here or something. It does say that it'll be sheltered. You know, what we could do is maybe put it down the middle. And I might be able to build a second one. Oh, yeah. It's going to look a little crowded, I think. But we can walk on the sides, and we'll see how it goes during its construction. But we'll see. Hi, Joe. Why don't we go ahead and give you the day off for now. We'll have him stand still. The AI is incredibly good in this game for gathering materials and for combat. It's really nice. Very helpful. There is a little bit of, I think, planning you have to do with them to make sure they have the right weapon and you have the right tactics at the time. Obviously, I gave him a bow and arrow, but also could be very good at melee. But they can only do one thing at a time, although you could give them multiple weapons. But you need to give them the order to equip one thing over another. Oh, look at that. This awning might look real nice. I'm not entirely pleased with the planters, but I like where we're going so far. Okay, so as you can see, we're short a few materials, so we need more stone blocks and more stone bundles. Despite it being rainy out, we're going to go out and try to get this stuff done. So let's go cut down a little tree. Or 10. You'll never have enough wood in this game. You know how it is in a crafting game. You always need more wood. More wood is needed. Alright, nice. Now, the game also has a very good character creator, too. So, for those of you who really care about character creators, this game is amazing with its character creator. It allows you even to make, like, your parents, your grandparents, and your great-grandparents. And then you can try to choose who your character pulls most of their genetics from. So you can make, you know, a ton of different, completely different looking people, and then make yourself look more like your grandfather or something like that, or more on your father's side. So again, a very interesting option. Wow, it is really raining like crazy. It is really cool to be able to go inside your base and look out and see the rain like that. It's very cozy. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's just pretty. I don't know what else to tell you. This is really nice to see. Alright, let's get back out there. A couple of baskets here. A few things that I had been storing from the beginning, and we're going to bring that back inside. Another great thing is, as well to note, is that if you need sticks and if you need plant fibers, if you collect them, you'll get a few, but if you use the sickle, you'll get a few more. So definitely use the sickle anytime that you're gathering any sort of sticks or fiber, and you'll get more from less. You might spend all your day still gathering fibers and stuff like this, but you'll get a lot more for it, so that's good. And of course we can hold the umbrella with any one-handed weapons, so the knife, the sickle, a few other things too. Oh, deer. Look at them. They're so pretty. They're harmless. It's okay. We're safe. All right, let's do a little quick mining. Gonna try to gather as many stones as we can in a short time. And they look a little bit like this, kind of round boulders. Very nice. A lot of weapons in this game too. Obviously you've got weapons with gunpowder. You've also got... Oh, I guess I can't break that one. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, you've got, I guess the pickaxe is a weapon. I just killed whatever that was with the pickaxe. But yeah, you can kill things with the axe, your knife. Oh, look, pretty deer. Wow, lots of deer running through the forest. That's cool. Very, wow. Very pretty. And of course there's farming too, hence the watering can. And this game is completely playable in co-op or solo offline. Right now I'm just kind of playing alone, and I wanted to get a full feeling myself for the new update, which I think is good. I think the completely different intro and tutorial of the game is a good step to trying to make things more clear without being too boring or overwhelming people with lore. Oh, wow, look at that waterfall. But yeah, I think this game is making right moves in the right direction. Multiplayer is great, and it's always fun to build bases with friends. Alright. Couple more stones to go. Is that all done? One more. Oh, look at it go. So, of course, another cool thing is that we can actually hold E and it'll pick up all the items as well. Oh, and look at the little raindrops on the actual rock. Look at that. That's amazing. There's actually little blotches of rain. Oh, wow. And rainwater is flowing down the rocks. That's incredible. Wow, what an attention to detail on that one. That's incredible. What a detail. Wow. One thing I'm curious about too is if we go to like the lake or the river, if the game will actually like showcase water droplets hitting the water itself. And we'll make it look different. Let's see. Oh, yep, it looks like it does. Yep. Not bad. Wow. Alright, let's get our little umbrella out and head back up. So I've also built some stairs here. I want to build ourselves a little fishing dock and finish up what we started here with the base. Joe's looking a little unhealthy, a little hurt. Oh, but that looks cool. So we might need some more material on the inside. Everything good, Joe? We need lumber for that. Luckily, we did grab some lumber from here, yep. Looks like the boxes kind of overlap each other a little bit, but that's okay. Then we just need to put seeds in here, which we can find out in the world or buy. There's, of course, merchants and other quests that might give us those types of things. So not bad. This turned out way better than I was hoping. And that little gate is done. Some more storage stuff down there. How are we doing up here? Ah, this is nice. I could put a chair up here. Wow. I had this idea with the chat when we were live streaming, and I didn't think it would turn out that good. But again, thoroughly impressed with that one. Happy with it. Yep. I'm pretty happy with that. That's kind of cool. Very nice. Okay, well, let's build ourselves a fishing dock now. And we can go fishing in the game. There's now a fishing pole, and one that you can find in the tutorial. So there's that for you, which is pretty cool. And we'll build like a little dock over this way. By the way, that's a head or a face if you can see it. And let's go out over here. And we'll try to build maybe a dock of 3. And we'll need some more wood for that. Let's get these little thingies out of the way. There we go. And we'll need some more wood. Now, I might have some in storage, so we'll go check that out. And I've also noticed our backpack's getting a little over encumbered too. But we've got some perks that we can set up at the beginning to increase our longevity and our health and our strength for certain things. That's good. Alright, back to the storage area. Ah, here we go. We've got additional planks here and additional wood. Alright. Character's a little overwhelmed with all the stuff we're carrying. Okay. So now we can't sprint anymore. We're a little over encumbered. But that's okay. Time for a snack. Eating some big O steaks, brother. Okay, let's finish the shelves. Oh, they look nice. And we could also put some lighting down in here. When we put our storage down too. There we go. It'll look good at nighttime. Alright, back at it then. So now let's go build the rest of our dock. And maybe we can even build another foundation that comes a little closer to blend nicer into that wall. So that's under the actual crude construction. Beautiful. All the construction complete. Perfect. And then we can do our fishing if we want to. I guess this is one way to fish, right? That thing actually fires rocks, which is pretty cool. Or other materials, you'll find out eventually. But where's our little fishing pole? Oh. Makeshift hunting knife. Cool. There it is. That's what we're looking for. There you go. We go fishing. Oh, look at that. Okay. I reeled in too quickly. I wasn't actually trying to catch a fish. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. But now we got our dock ready, so that looks pretty cool. And we can also build a bridge that way. And of course we can build a beautiful bridge out of stone as well. But man, the house looks really cool. Now, a few things that I hope change in the future is we only have about a 45-degree angle on the stairs. So hopefully, and of course we got like big foundation pieces too. Let's just say that this was 1 meter, like cubed, right? 1 meter in all directions. I hope we actually get half and quarter options as well. It would be nice to have blocks that were maybe half this size, both in terms of its you know, its height and its width or whatnot, and also the same with the stairs, to where it's cool to have a big double stairs like this, but sometimes maybe we'll want a smaller one and maybe a gentler slope. This is about a 45-degree angle. It would be nice to have like a 25 down to a half piece or something like that. Twould be good. Twould. But I really think it's okay, honestly. So the house is mostly built. We're missing a few things that we might have to go to the other world for. We can also build an inter-realm teleporter. I think it's called a lodestar. And so we can plop that down too, wherever I've plopped that down before. And let's see what it'll take to build one of those. We are unlocking a lot of things in our playthroughs here. So there's certainly a lot of different options for crafting stations. We have new here. Crude, two-door. Some benches as well. Simple bench. I think this is what we're looking for. A lodestar bench here. No. Actually, it'd probably be under magical structures, but I may not have activated it yet. Could be a different tier structure. Let's check here under maybe refinement. Ah, tier 2 saws as well. So there's tier 2 to all these things. They'll take more materials, but probably be more effective with their progress. Oh, here we are. We have ourselves the masonry bench. Polished coral. Eventually we should be able to make brick from that. Refined saw table. Metal plates. Mortar station. There it is. Okay, so we have ourselves the refined enchanter's focus. And oh, we got a refined cooking station. Oh, that's nice. So now we can build an even better cooking station. An alchemical boiler. Well, these are new stuff. Let's learn these. We got these from completing other challenges. We got our refined sewing bench too. We could learn that. Making some more weapons and whatnot. That's from defeating tougher enemies. So that'll be cool. I don't know. The load stars around here somewhere. But it'll allow us to jump around to different places. There's even a little bed for a dachshund. Aw. I think there might be even cats in this game too. But yeah. So the load star is something that we could build to be able to transport ourselves between multiple bases that we build. It's got to be in here somewhere, but I just don't see it at a glance. If I were really looking for it, we would find that bad boy. So good stuff. Alright, let's go into the new tab. We got our refined cooking station now. Oh, much nicer than before. Check that out. Still seems to provide the same benefit. Let's go ahead and... Nope, let's not do that. Go ahead and pull that up. And see if we can make the refined cooking station the tier 2. Nice. Nice looking, more effective. All the things you'd hope for something like this. We'll need to get wire, shaft, and seeds for this, though. So it might be a good idea to go back and downgrade a little bit. But as you can imagine, at any time you can build a base and build it large and build it in any place to help you to refine without having to go back. And always use this place as kind of an emergency exit to when things get hairy. This is to where you can then even build defenses around it too, build walls, and there's even, I think, spike traps and some other things to keep enemies and random deer and other things out too. And that's pretty cool. I'm really impressed with this update's change to the tutorial area. I think it's a much more engaging experience, much more interesting, great into combat right off the bat. And after about 3 hours of going through all of that, you get a lot of cool things that you've learned. Learning how to play some of the basics, some of the quote-unquote puzzles in combat, and then dropped off to build a house wherever you please. And I'm quite pleased with my house, honestly. I think it's pretty cool. Alright guys, well that is all for today's episode on Nightingale. If you have any questions about the game, about the base building, or if you have any tips for me and or everyone else watching, please do in great detail comment down below on what you think we could add to the house or change, or other things that you've maybe seen or learned in the update yourself. Thanks again everyone for watching and hanging out. I hope to see you all and Joe Mama back soon for more Nightingale. We'll be live streaming this in the future. May have some more other things to give away and other things like that. So definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel for that. Not the case in this one for a giveaway, but I'm just saying in the future, you never know. And it'd be awesome to have you a part of the show. All right. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.